this is Crypto CJ. Welcome to Crypto CJ's Trade of the Day. Today I'm going to talk about how I use my RSI strategy to respond to an alert and have a 9% profit in the coin DOT, or actually it's Binance leverage token DOT up this morning. So let's go to the DOT chart. It was around 7:30 or so when my alarm went off on TradingView, and it happened when the coin took this drop here. You can see the RSI dropping right to the 30 level. I've since re-engaged that alert, but it set it off. We had a pretty good spike downwards here, 4 red candles in a row with a kind of large one here. So at this point, I apply my technical analysis. Is this a 1, 2, 3 dip? Maybe it's a 1-2 dip with a MACD cross, or maybe it's just going to be a spike down and a bounce back up. Sometimes they call that the dead cat bounce. Not sure why they use that phrase, but regardless, it bounces pretty hard here. I've got 4 green candles in a row, so I'm good to go on this trade. But I'm not going to use DOT. I'm going to go to DOT up on Binance and get 2x to 3x leverage. I've marked up this chart a little bit, so here's where I get in. I buy DOT up for 44.30 at 7:42 a.m. And regarding a potential exit point, I'm looking at my most recent resistance, and here's what I see. I'll go ahead and mark some of these. I'm seeing some here. Right at this level, you see how the candles touch. 1, 2, not quite on these. 2 more, about 5 or 6 touches here. Usually looking for at least 3 or more when I gauge resistance. So I've got this one at 47,450, and then I've got this most recent high here. And got 3 touches here, right about the 48.85 level. I go ahead and drop a little bit below this to 48.5, and that's my chosen exit point. Well, the coin goes up a little bit, down a little bit, then it works its way up. I'm out here at this point at 48.5 at 11 a.m. for 9.063% profit. So this takes a little over 3 hours for 9% profit. Loving that kind of result on a day trade. So, just to go into my analysis a little bit more, the DOT up chart essentially mimics the DOT chart as far as the candle action. The values are a little different, but here we've got the RSI going down, then bouncing back up. I could have waited for a MACD cross, which would have been right about here. This level here would have cost me a little bit of profit, but one of the rules of dip trading is never trade the first dip, and sort of an exception to that unless you get a hard spike back up like this. So, 4 candles in a row moving up, that looks like an exception to me. I'm ready to ladder buy in case I'm wrong on this, but it worked out pretty well. So it's rare for a trade to have all the indicators and all the candles in perfect alignment. When you get that trade, that's the one you go, fairly large in on. This was a typical entry trade for me as far as the amount of funds risked. So had this been a 1, 2, 3 dip, I probably would have gone maybe 20 to 30% more than I did on that particular trade. But I've got the candle action and the RSI indicator. That's good enough for me to make this trade happen. A more conservative trader might have waited for the MACD cross as well, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with being a little bit more sure and taking less profit. So that's all I have on my RSI trade on DOT up, and please stay tuned for some additional messages, and please check out the tools and resources listed in the comments below. I will see you next time. Goodbye.